Alright boys and girls, welcome to another video on LewDix Aviation. While I'm pre-flighting, I'd like to tell you that if you're interested, you can support me and my channel by becoming a patron on Patreon. Depending on the tier that you choose to be part of, you'll gain access to exclusive perks. For example, there's a tier for early access to every video, there's a tier that gives you discounts on my merchandise, or if you don't care about any of that, there's a tier that lets you donate for simply just having your name in the description of each video on LewDix Aviation. I'm going to be updating and adding tiers as I go, so if you'd like to help my channel and support, you can head over to patreon.com/LewDix Aviation. The link's in my description. Also, if you want a shirt like the one I'm wearing, or another design, or even a hat, you can go to LewDixAviation.com and show your support in that way. Now, on to today's flight. It's mainly for currency and proficiency. Currency on the instrument side, because I need to log a holding procedure. And on the proficiency side, I'd like to work on my landings in this little Cherokee 140. Feels so good to be back in a Piper Cherokee again. Been a long time since I've flown an aircraft with the wings in the proper position, because at the airline I'm usually flying the ATR, which you can see the wings are incorrectly positioned. And on the general aviation side, I've mainly been flying Cessnas, which we all know are the work of the devil. Welcome to LewDix Aviation, the home of fun-filled aviation videos. I invite you to like, subscribe, and enjoy the flight as I welcome you to the sky. LewDix Aviation videos are edited to be as entertaining as possible. This may remove context. Many procedures, situations, explanations, and flight phases have been edited out. Do not use for instructional purposes. This video is for entertainment purposes only.
Cherokee 4713 Charlie Orlando, executive ground runway 7 Alpha 7 taxi via Foxtrot Kilo Alpha.
Foxtrot Kilo Alpha 7 Alpha 7. Foxtrot Kilo Alpha to runway 7 and Alpha 7 for 4713 Charlie. Foxtrot Kilo Alpha.
Seems about right.
Yeah, you're familiar with this side. Did you train on this side?
What training?
Yeah, PPL?
No.
Doing the 150? No? No?
No, they used to have them over in the shade hangars.
Oh.
Yeah, I've rarely come this side. The only time actually I seem to come this side is with you.
Oh. Well. Alright boys and girls, welcome to another video. Yeah, we're coming out doing a little bit of instrument currency for me. I got my safety pilot, the big boy. I wasn't derogatory, it was because you're big friend, best friend.
Off to a flying start in this one. Hopefully that won't affect his performance as safety pilot. Of course it won't. We'll get into that later. The regulations regarding instrument currency in the United States calls for the acronym 66 HIT. Within the preceding 6 months, you have to have logged 6 instrument approaches, holding procedures and tasks, and intercepted and tracking courses through the use of navigational electronic systems. I've already logged 6 approaches, all in actual conditions within this 6-month period, but not any holds. So that's what I need to get today. Here's a question for you though. The approaches that I've logged were ILS and RNAV approaches. Does that satisfy the requirement for intercepted and tracking courses, or do I need to do that separately? I'll see you in the comments.
Alright, run up.
249 Charlie, Golf Orlando, executive
Blackberry, seatbelts, doors, we'll keep it open for now, trim. Oh god, probably not. Okay, mixture's going up there, we're going to get the throttle up to 2000, we got temperature, we got pressure, so we're alright to do so, holding the brakes at the same time. Just for safety's sake. And 2000. Flight instruments, we're all checked, we got the G5s, we've set the altimeters, everything was good on the taxi. Mags, here we go. To the right, there's a drop, nice. Back up to both, it rises, there's the left mag, it's good, nice drop within 50 differential, and within 175 vacuum. Well, we don't have that anymore. Oil, temperature and pressure, boom boom boom, looking good. Ammeter, bosh, alternator off, it drops, it comes back up, fantastic. Carb heat, drops the RPM, hold it there for a second. And we're going to drop it to idle, make sure it doesn't cut out with the carb heat on. One question I always get when I'm flying a Cherokee, mainly from people flying in England, they ask me why I don't use carb heat for landing in a Piper.
And here's why. In the approach to landing section in the operating manual, it states that carburetor heat should not be applied unless there's an indication of carburetor icing, since the use of carb heat causes a reduction in power, which may be critical in the case of a go-around.
So I'm going to put direct to Leesburg in there. I'm going to go procedure, select approach, Going to go RNAV 31, and I'm going to go to Ijola, and yes, I do want to fly the course reversal, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to fly the hold there at Ijola. Take off roll if anything happens. I'll slow down. We'll get off the runway if we need to, or if we can. If we need to stay on the runway, we will. We'll let tower know. If we rotate and there's runway ahead of us, we're going to use the runway ahead of us. If there's no runway ahead of us, it's going to be 30 degrees left and right, looking for the best option. The only time that I'm going to attempt to power off 180 is above 1,000 feet, and yeah, there's not much off the end of the runway other than the lake.
Right.
So,
Highway 50, but it can be busy.
But it can be busy, exactly. People have done it before, though.
Yeah, no,
But yeah, have you got anything to add?
No, not really. Just if you're under the hood and something happens, I'll at least take control and stabilize.
Take up, shout up, and I'll give them to you straight away. Alright, no questions asked. Right. Now, with great power comes great responsibility, mate. Just before landing.
My landing! But yeah, honestly, like doing like that, it'd be kind of quite fun, I think. I don't know, maybe maybe not.
I'd love to see you doing something in aviation, honestly. It's a shame to waste such a talent.
Kilo, slowest practical. Get a Cherokee out. Departure level. Cherokee 1-3 Charlie, left turn northwestbound is approved. Runway 7 at Alpha 7. Clear for takeoff. Traffic Diamond Star, 1.5 miles on.
Alright, roger, clear for takeoff. Runway 7 Alpha 7, left turn to the northwest for 4713 Charlie.
Thanks for your patience.
Yeah, no worries. Alright, runway 7 is confirmed.
Executive Tower, Diamond November.
I'm going to leave that window open, but the scoop is away. Get on the centre line. We got 7. We're doing it. Feels the floor. Full power. That's correct. And full power is set. We're all looking good. Airspeed is alive. Trying to maintain the centre line. Yeah, come on. Here we go. There's 60, 65. Rotate. Welcome to the sky. There we go. Accelerate to DY.
And Diamond 375 Papa Alpha Executive Ground, good.
Quite loud, isn't it?
Standby.
She's aggressive, isn't she?
Yeah. I'll tell you what.
6 mile half final lecture. Clear for takeoff.
It's nice to be up here in general aviation again.
Is it?
Yeah.
There's nothing better than getting back to your roots, going back to basics. Sure, airline flying is amazing and it fulfills a professional dream I've had since being a young child, but general aviation is where we start our journey. General aviation is the backbone of everything, and that's why I want to let you know about something. I mentioned at the beginning of the year that you won't see me flying from Orlando Executive as much anymore, and I haven't flown here much in 2023 at all. And the reason for that highlights what corporate greed can do to small operators. As you may know, I rent most of my aircraft that you see on my YouTube channel. I don't own my own aircraft, so I rely on the availability of rental aircraft to be able to enjoy my passion. The rental aircraft that I recorded most of my videos in were based at an FBO here at Orlando Executive. However, as time passed, the attitude of that FBO, and the managers specifically, towards light aircraft, and specifically the aircraft that I was flying, diminished. So much so that they kicked the rental company out of the FBO at the beginning of this year, and gave no mature reason as to why. They said that somebody was openly criticising them inside the FBO, and with the feelings hurt so much, the rental company had to leave. The truth is, they want to focus on jet traffic because they don't make enough money from light aircraft. And it just makes me think, what would happen to general aviation should all FBOs hold a disdain for the very backbone of aviation like this FBO? The foundation that feeds the precious jet traffic that they so desperately crave. Luckily, I have access to this aircraft.
No, nose up, nose down.
Check 49.
That's nose down, that's nose up. I'm going to forget that all day.
A reasonable rental price as well, because the rising rental costs and certain FBOs acting like school-grown children, it's becoming more and more difficult to rent, certainly in Orlando. But the FBO on the other side of the airport seems to love general aviation aircraft, and they see the value that we bring to the world of aviation. So that's what happened. But for now, I'm just really thankful to be up here with my best friend, cruising the skies that I know so well in the best general aviation aircraft ever made. I've had a difficult month in May and wasn't able to fly much at all because of it, so this is honestly a relief to welcome myself back to the sky.
Clear, below 2000. Temperature 262.18, altimeter 2998.
Alright, shut the f*** up. And I'll tell you what, let's go straight to the practice area frequency. my controls.
Your controls.
My controls. I'm going to turn it this way now to go direct to Ijola from our current position. Some people swear by this.
Do they? They think it's good?
I hate it.
Yeah. Not sure if I'm a fan.
Yeah. Like they say as well, like down here, oh well, you got to get someone, like stroke someone's knee to get to it. Yeah, but here you're elbowing them.
Yeah.
So take your poison. I'm going to climb 2,000 feet. There we go. Right.
Yeah, you've passed the 2,000 trail.
Good stuff. And yeah, if you want to make radio calls.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think I need to do anything yet. We're too far away.
Cool.
I'm doing a lot of talking today in this one, but I think it's a good time to talk about Otto's job on this part of the flight. As safety pilot, he is now my eyes. His responsibility is to make sure we're clear all around as I do my hold procedure for my currency. This not only includes looking out for traffic, but also making radio calls and ensuring airspace clearance as well. He's now PIC with me for this portion of the flight as acting PIC, while I'm the sole manipulator of the controls. However, as we briefed, that doesn't mean he shouldn't intervene when needed.
Bird.
Thank you. Your controls.
My controls.
Your controls.
Your controls.
I'll sew it.
Your controls.
My controls.
Your controls. You were pretty much alright, but just in case it decides.
No, it's you know, you got to be safe. I love that. I love our dynamic, mate, because like, I'm not f***ing blowing smoke up anyone's ass. I forgot what I was going to say. But no, we work really well together.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no ego.
No,
until we get on the ground. Let me finish. Alright, 2,000 feet. We're 3.3 from Ijola. 2,000 feet. We're stabilised.
Yeah, for that club, we do have a white.
Let me tell you how I figure out my hold entry, and I try and keep this as simple as possible. I first extend my inbound course and then draw a line 70 degrees from that course into the hold. You can see it creates 3 different sections which represent your different hold entries. Then I figure out where I am in relation to the holding fix and how I can establish myself inbound towards it with the least amount of turns and the least amount of stress. Today, I'm approaching the fix from the southeast, and the easiest entry is a direct entry. Hopefully you're enjoying these voiceovers, and...
Like, shut the fuck up.
Oh. Okay.
Lake Apopka traffic, you got Cherokee, North Shore, Lake Apopka, 2,000 feet, entering the hold at Ijola. Lake Apopka traffic.
2,000 feet, we're 0.8 from Ijola. It's just going to be a nice standard rate right turn.
It's under the restricted
and we're going to 135.
They don't follow an alert shoreline, so practice here.
Hold direct, we know. Let's take it around to 135, maintaining 2,000. We're establishing ourselves in the hold. Now there's no timing because obviously it's a GPS hold. We'll spin it around to 135. Just right around there. Alright, 135, hold that. Hold 2,000. So it says 4 miles, it's 4 mile leg, so we'll do a 4 mile leg. Alright, 4 miles, making the right turn. Back over. 315. The re-intercept. 2,000 feet, keep the eyes shifted. Coming around 315 as the course is coming back in.
Traffic, Skog 820, Romeo.
Rolling it out. 2,000 feet. Just a hair off to the right side. I'm going to pull it back to the left. Alright, we're back inbound.
Good traffic, blue and white, secure. We're at 2,000, about 3 miles north of Surma. We're going to do VFR holds at 2,000 of Apopka.
Where?
Surma.
Surma. Okay,
yeah.
thanks.
Alright, 0.6 and 2,000 feet, and I will consider that successful. Your controls.
With the currency portion of this flight mission complete, it's now on to proficiency. I go back and forth between flying turboprops and light aircraft, and the techniques I use to land each of them is slightly different. So it's important to make sure I'm proficient and landing well in everything I fly. Today, it's the little Cherokee that I need to tame.
On and off, traffic, Cherokee, 4713 Charlie, left downwind, runway 27, touch and go, all on and off.
Flanker traffic, Sky 4.
Alright, we're a beam. We're dropping it back, we've done everything we need to do. I appreciate you looking out, mate.
Yeah, well, that's all I'm here for.
Around 80 here, that's what we got. Make a left turn.
The speeds in this aircraft were published in miles per hour, and considering that we're driving on a my mistake, were flying. So miles per hour has no place up here. I convert everything to knots and use the knots scale on the airspeed indicator for all my traffic pattern and landing speeds.
All in all traffic, Cherokee 4713 Charlie, turning final runway 27, all on and off.
224, turning final 27
for a second. Alright, here we go. We got the final notch of flaps in there. I've got airspeed's just a touch high. Bring it in. Bring it in the ground effect. We got it, holding it in there. Jesus. We got it. Full power, listen to the scream. Holding the center line. 65. And we're up. Welcome back to the sky. Alright, not bad.
Not bad, but not perfect. I could have aimed closer to the beginning of the runway as I started my round out to flare a little further down it than I should have. My speed was a little higher than I wanted it, which contributed to a little bit of floating. Nowhere near the pirate ship Skyboat 172 levels, but still room for improvement. I'm happy with my touchdown. I was feeling a little crosswind from the right side, which is why I fought to touch down the upwind wheel first, followed by the left, then the nose. Centerline control was adequate, and the transition to the go in touch and go was smooth.
Orlando North, Cherokee 4713 Charlie, turning final, touch and go, 27, Orlando North.
Alright, let's see what you got, man.
Not very good speed control. That's what I got so far.
Yeah, you have to look at the trim to do it, innit?
You do, yeah.
It's mental.
It was a bit unstable towards the end there.
Welcome back to the sky. Two nice landings.
Yeah, not bad.
Happy with them. Yeah, considering you're going to be going for your commercial at some point.
I should get flying eyes.
Oh, sorry, this wasn't an ad. No, it's good, like, you land well from the right seat.
Ah, what does that have to do with commercial?
You're going to go for your CFI at some point soon. Probably. Maybe. Here we go. I'm going to try and land a little bit closer to the approach end of the runway this time.
Yeah, we both were quite far down the runway, weren't we?
Yeah, quite a little bit far down. Alright, we are dropping the power to around that. We're going to go 10 degrees of flaps. And we're going to drop it down, looking for about 80 knots. All on and off traffic, Cherokee 4713 Charlie, turning left base, runway 27, all on and off. Yeah, going for your CFI, you need to be landing well and doing stuff well from that seat. So, if you think Otto should be doing his CFI and commercial and all that, let us know in the comments. Should he restart another channel? Orlando North traffic, Cherokee 4713 Charlie, final runway 27, touch and go at Orlando North.
My aim here is airspeed control. I've adjusted the power for the descent and I'm using trim to help me hold the nose up to bleed the speed off in preparation for landing. I'm looking to stabilise at 65 knots today and hold that until the round out into the flare.
But I got my speed.
There you do.
Got my speed, we got the wingspan, we're able to do
It's squeezed.
Still gonna bring it down a little bit, but it's a little bit closer. Flaps out, and full power, we roll. Whee! Alright, not bad. Not bad.
They're pretty solid.
Yeah.
Pretty solid, but again, not quite perfect. The beauty of recording your flights is being able to check different angles, and seeing here, I landed on the upwind wheel first again, which was good for the right crosswind, but I let the nose wheel touch the runway a little bit too soon. I'm a stickler for standards with students, which means I should be the same way for myself. But the point of this part of the flight was proficiency, and I feel as though I've achieved my goal here, which means I've got my currency back for IFR with the hold, and also doing some good landings. Mission accomplished.
Alright boys and girls, thank you for joining us. Did a little bit of instrument currency with the hold, did a little bit of, I'd say, proficiency with the landings. Good couple of landings for me, I'm happy with them. Great landing from the big fella from the right seat. My best friend, Otto. If you want to see Otto move on to his commercial and NCFI, let us know. If not, it's probably going to happen anyway, so it's a pointless poll.
Yeah. It just really depends whether or not it's going to happen this year.
This year, yeah.
Or next decade.
Exactly. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.
Just before I go, I'd like to take a moment to thank all my patrons on Patreon. This is all their names at the time of editing, and their support means a lot to me and helps me continue to expand my channel. If you'd like to support and gain access to exclusive perks, go to patreon.com/LewDix Aviation.
Trying to hold the position at Sierra crossing, we're not